Okay, students, now this is the next video related to the solution finding of linear equation in two variable, but we'll use the graph to find out the solution. In the last video already I told you there may be many methods of finding the solution. Like the first method I given you, that graphical method is one of the method. The second is some algebraic methods are there. And in algebraic method there are three methods I written. The first one is substitution, method of substitution. Second is method of elimination, and the third one is method of cross multiplication. So one by one we'll start. So I am starting from the graphical method. So let us see now, let us take some example. Let us suppose these are the two equations given to you whose solution you have to find by the graphical method. The equations are x plus 3y equal to 6. The next one is 2x minus 3y equal to 12. So first you write that one as equation number 1 and 2. Now what we will do, we will start plotting the equations graph one by one. But before plotting the graph, as in the last video already I told you that linear means radic and its meaning is line. So obviously when you plot the graph of these two equations, you will get a straight line. So now that is the work we will do. So see now what we have to do. So first we will start from equation number 1. The equation number 1 is x plus 3y equal to 6. So that equation number 1, in that one you have to write y in terms of x. So it means you can write 3y equal to 6 minus x, or you can write y is equal to 6 minus x by 3. Now after that, one by one you should take different values in place of x. So I have taken two different values. One is when x is equal to 0, and then try to find out the corresponding value of y for that. So if you put x is equal to 0 here, it will become 6 minus 0 by 3, and when you simplify, the corresponding value of y will be 2. Next I have taken x is equal to 6. So if x is equal to 6, 6 minus 6 will become 0, 0 by 3 you can write as 0. So these are the two values of x I have taken, and the corresponding value of y also I got. Now what next you should do, these values you should write now in terms of coordinates. So when you write x0, y2 in terms of coordinates, it should be written like 0, 2, and 6, 0 when you write in terms of coordinate, you have to write that one as 6, 0. Same thing you are expected to do for the next equation. The next equation is 2x minus 3y equal to 12. So when you simplify or try to write y in terms of x, then this should be minus 3y take this side, so it will become plus 3y, and 12 that side, so it will become minus 12. So you can write here 3y is equal to 2x minus 12, or y is equal to 2x minus 12 by 3. Same activity now, take different values in place of x and try to find the corresponding value of y. So I have taken x is equal to 0. So when x is equal to 0, your corresponding value of y will get, so that is the value minus 4. And when x is equal to 6, then your corresponding value of y is equal to. Again write these values in terms of coordinate. So I have written that one. The coordinate will be 0, minus 4, and the next coordinate will be 6, 0. Now you might also ask that why I have taken 0 and 0 and only two values. Now there is not at all any hard and fast rule that you have to take one with two coordinates. You can take more than that, no problem in that. If it is needed, then you must take it. There is no restriction on that. But I have taken this two, and I think so these two coordinates will be enough to plot the graph. So now we will go for plotting the graph one by one. So first I will start for equation number 1, and two coordinates I got, that is 0, 2 and 6, 0. So now the graph plotting I am starting here. All of you know that whenever you have to plot the graph, you have to write this x dash and y dash always in the point of intersection of this x and y. X is as the origin, or you can also write that one as 0. From there we will start all the counting. This side of x-axis is known as the positive part of x-axis, and this side is known as the negative part of x-axis. This is positive part of y-axis, that should be the negative part of y-axis. Then we should take the values. So I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Similarly some values here, and this side also some values. So after taking that, we will start now plotting these values one by one. So first equation I am starting. First equation is x plus 3y equal to 6. Two coordinates that I got is 0, 2, and the next one is 6, 0. So 0, 2 will be here. This is when x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is 2. This should be the point, and the next is given as 6, 0. So 6, 0 when you plot, you will get this point. This is going to be the 6, 0 point. Now what you have to do, you have to join this 2 point and try to make a straight line. Because already I told you linear means when you plot the graph, you must get a straight line, and you will get a straight line once you join the points. So these 2 points I have joined, and we got a straight line for that. Now after plotting that, above this line you should also write that this line stands for which equation. So this is stands for x plus 3y equal to 6. So above that one you must write it. That is needed, otherwise things will be not clear that this line is for what in your graph. So after completing the plotting of the first equation's graph, now we shift to the second equation graph. And the second equation, after solving these are the 2 coordinates we got. The coordinates are 0, -4 and 6, 0. So these 2 points again will plot. So first point is 0, -4, x coordinate 0, y coordinate -4 will be that. And the next point is we got as 6, 0, so obviously that will be 6, 0 point. So after plotting this 2 point, again you have to join this 2 point and extend it so that you should get a straight line. So we got a straight line, and then you have to write above that straight line the equation for which this line stands for. So the equation will be 2x minus 3y equal to 12. So that is what you have to write. Now our entire purpose of introducing that one is to find the solution. And solution finding meaning already I told you that you have to think about those values of x and y which will satisfy both the equation. Both the equation I am talking about. So in the graphical way you have to find out the value of x and y that will satisfy both the equation. Then what you have to look? You have to look for the common point between these 2 lines. Whichever point is common between these 2, that point coordinate will always satisfy both the equations. So this is the point that we got which is common between both the lines. This is actually the point of intersection of these 2 lines. So this is the common point, and the common point coordinate is 6, 0. So 6, 0 will be the value of or the solution of these 2 pair of straight line that is given to you. Now if you wanted to check that whether the solution that you got, whether it is satisfying both the equation or not, for that you can put also those values one by one and check that whether it is satisfying or not. So your solution is 6, 0. I am putting there x is equal to 6, y is equal to 0. So if x 6, y 0, then that will be equal to 6, which is equal to the value of the right hand side. In the second equation, if you look again, put x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 0, then you will get 2 into 6 is equal to 12. This will be equal to 0, so it is satisfying this equation also. So it's mean x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 0, which is we got with the help of that graph is satisfying both the equations. So that will be the solution of these 2 linear simultaneous equation, which is our topic. So your solution is the solution that we got ultimately is x is equal to 6 and your y is equal to 0. So that will be the solution of it. X is equal to 6, y is equal to 0. Now in the graphical question, whenever you are solving the question based on graph, it's not that the only you have to find out the solution. There are some other thing also possible, and you will also find that CBSE also used to ask things like that I will explain now. So first we got the solution of it. There is a second possibility in terms of question. And what is the second possibility? That the question might ask you that you have to go for shading the region bounded between the 2 lines and the y-axis. Shade the region that is bounded by the 2 lines and the y-axis. That will be the second possibility within it. So you have to go for shading of that. So when you go for the shading of that, this is the part which is common between the 2 lines and the y-axis. So this is the part that is possible. So that is the second possibility. What I told you, the first possibility is finding the solution by graph. The second possibility that you have to do is to shade the region bounded between the 2 lines and the y-axis. So that will be the second one. The third possible question in the graphical method will be that you have to write the coordinate of the vertices of the triangle that you got here. The coordinate of the vertices of the triangle that we got. So you are noticing this is the first vertex, this one is the next vertex, and that one is the next vertex. So what is the coordinate? From the graph it is clear that one of the vertex coordinate is this one, and the coordinate of this you can write as 0, 2. This coordinate you can write as 0, -4, and then this coordinate you can write as 6, 0. So that is the third possibility, that we have to find the vertex coordinate. Now the fourth possibility in the same question will be that they might ask you also that find the area of the triangle or the shaded part or the triangle that is you are forming. So for that, the very simple thing you should use 1/2 base into height. Easily you can use to find the area of this triangle. So see what will be the area of this triangle. Suppose if I am indicating this triangle by A, B and C, then this triangle area of triangle ABC you can write 1/2 base into height. So that is what you can write. So that will be 1/2. The base is should take this part. This length is should take as the base. So this length you have to find out what is the total value of this length. So you are noticing from the origin in the positive part of the y-axis it is 2 unit 1 2, and negative part of the y-axis the length is that 4 unit. Don't take this one as -4. -4 is only coming due to the sign convention. It is only due to the sign convention I am repeating. But when you have to find the length should be 2 unit from in the positive part of y-axis and 4 unit you are getting in the negative part of y-axis. As a whole, the entire length of this AC, which is we have taken as the base, that is equal to 6 units. So you have to write the base as 6. Now we have to find out the height. So this length is we can easily take as the height. Why you can take this one? Because we know that x and y axis are perpendicular to each other. X and y axis is perpendicular to each other. So obviously this is the perpendicular part. So perpendicular length you can take. This length is to take. So that length is equal to 6. So that height should be replaced by 6. Now if you cancel it, then this is the value that we will get. So you have to write that one as 18 square unit. So that will be the area of this triangle. So one very important thing that I told you, this one, please take care in that. Here written -1, -2, -3, -4. But when you are taking the base length, then ignore that minus sign. This minus sign is only due to the sign convention. Actual length is 6. So that will be the area of this triangle. So what I told you in the graphical solution, there are 4 possibilities. The first possibility is that you have to find out what is the solution of it. For solution, only plot the graph and identify where the point of intersection is, and point of intersection coordinate you should write as a solution. The second possibility that I told in the second part of the question, it may be possible that it is asked from you, shade the region bounded between the 2 line and the y-axis. In this particular question I am talking about. So you have to go for shading of that. The third possible question is that whatever shaded region you are getting, you have to write the coordinate of the vertex. So there are 3 vertices we got. I mean 3 vertices here. So one by one you can write the coordinate. This is the coordinate. That should be the next coordinate. This should be the next coordinate. So you can easily identify what should be the coordinate, and then you can write. And the last possibility is, if this is the area you are getting, which is in the form of a triangle, then they might also ask you that find the area of this triangle. And for area of that triangle, you should use that 1/2 base into height. Use this graph to identify the length of the base and also identify what is the height of this triangle, and then put those values, simplify it, calculate and write it last. But always write the unit of thread. So you have to write not only 18, but you have to write 18 square unit. Unit you do not know that whether it is in terms of centimeter, meter, millimeter, we do not know that. So simply write that unit, square unit. So this is all about the graphical method of finding the solution and the other thing related to it. Now in the next video what we'll do, we'll go for the next solution, which is the algebraic solution. In that one, 3 things I told you: method of substitution, the next one I told you method of elimination, and the last thing I told you method of cross multiplication. So out of that 3, Some of the solution today we'll look into in our third video. So that will be after a few minutes. Thank you. Hope so you have understood everything. So now you have to practice question at your home. So hoping that you will do it, and those homeworks also will come in the Google Classroom later on. So thank you.